Welcome to Zoe Home Inspired Living. My name is Rina. I'm a chemical engineer by profession, but a grave and debilitating illness put an end to my otherwise successful career. After being very sick and suffering for many years, I'm now well enough to share my life to inspire you to live beautifully no matter what. God bless you. Hello everybody! Welcome back to my YouTube channel, Zoe Home Inspired Living. If you're new here, my name is Rina. And the last video, I mentioned that I was going to show you our new built-in cabinet to house the newly shipped dishes from America, such as Limoges. But we are not done fixing the dishes yet into the cabinet, so we are going to film that yet next week. But today, I am going to show you something really interesting. You know, for years, with the help of our master painter, I have been restoring antique and vintage Narra furniture for resale on my IG store. So mostly the Narra furniture that we restore to its former glory and to sell are display cabinets, buffet tables, console tables, and also a sala set. But our master painter is really good at his craft. He's really excellent with his work. His finish is really, very smooth to the touch, satin finish. And I really like his work. He's very meticulous. He's a veteran at his craft. But for two reasons that I wanted to change my goals for restoring antique furniture. Number one, our master painter can only do two kinds of finish. That is browns, mostly browns, the color of wood, and the duco finish, which is the white. And also, of course, paying him is really quite costly. And so some of the furniture that he has done for me, I have not been able to sell them because their prices have really gone up because of the refurbishing, the refinishing, the revarnishing, and everything. It has become so costly. But when I had this book, which is about French antiques, mostly French antique furniture, and the finish is not really very dark brown always. And also, I have been looking at Pinterest photos of French furniture, antique furniture from France, like French Provincial or French country or Parisian. And I really desired to do those finish, like it's very neutral color, very light colored, not the dark brown, and they are usually whitewashed as well. And then there is very light gilding, gold finish on the outlines or on the carvings, the accents, and then they are distressed or in an antique finish all in all. So I have wanted to really do that, but I was not sure if I could do it physically because of my physical health, my physical condition. I have limitations and difficulties. And also, if I could really do the process of the whole thing. But I was really emboldened when I saw this furniture. They are like French Provincial already, although they are Philippine made. They are made of solid Narra, but because they have wicker accents on them, I really thought that I could transform them into French Provincial style. And so I researched on Pinterest how to finish them. Yes, the base color and also the gilding. So that's what we did in this video that I'm going to show you. When I saw this Narra sofa, it came with 4 armchairs and 2 side tables and the center table, the coffee table. I had a beautiful vision because I wanted to transform it into a French Provincial chairs. But this is the very first time that I have seen it up close. And look at that. I don't know what that is. I think it's an epoxy or wood filler from its past life. And this one, it is a very, very deep gouge. And we are going to investigate why there are solid things underneath. So I plan to paint this like French Provincial, very, very subtle, very soft beige, and then whitewash. And I'm going to paint those carvings in champagne gold. It's a very, very light gold, and then maybe distress everything. So that's the plan. Now, the first thing to do is to sand it. I am just going to sand it lightly because I am going to paint on it. I am using a 150 grit sandpaper. I also bought this sponge sandpaper. We can use it on the carvings. And this is its coffee table or the center table. My plan is to just make a bench and the coffee table set, and the rest will follow. Our carpenter is repairing the armrest that has come off. And here I am putting wood filler into those nicks and crannies so that everything will be smooth. I am using 80 grit to sand off that very hard epoxy that our carpenter put into those joints when he repaired them. Now I am thoroughly cleaning the bench to prepare it for painting, removing all the dust from sanding. I am mixing my paints, so I poured about 300 ml of my winter morning, that's off-white, into this container, and then I added burnt umber to produce light beige. And then I added some more until I was satisfied with the color. And I think that this is the one. I used a smaller artist brush to get into those grooves and crannies of these carvings. When the paint dried, these joints here of two pieces of wood became more apparent, so I applied wood filler. Here, there's a kind of indentation on the wood, so I applied wood filler as well. Then I sanded it again using 1000 grit sandpaper to make it buttery, soft, and smooth. All the surfaces were wiped clean again, and then I started to whitewash the whole thing. I used my paint Boysen Winter Morning and water about 1:1, 1 part paint and 1 part water, or maybe just a little bit more water. my goal is to get into those grooves. The whitewash will cover them so that when I wipe them off with the cloth, they are still there in those grooves. As you can see, I started to paint with champagne gold, a very light gold, but it looked to me as very pale, so I used the real gold color instead. But I think that looking at it now, there's also the beauty of that champagne gold with the whitewash finish. Don't worry, I wiped off those smudges with damp cloth. I am marking out the curvature of the foam for the cushion. Now I'm going to wax the whole thing to protect the paint and also the gold finish. I am using this wood wax in natural color. The gold color became more vibrant with the addition of the colorless wax. The following day, we buffed again the whole surface of the Narra bench. And the same process I did for the coffee table. After buffing with the natural wax, I wanted to make it more antique looking, so I used my wax, which is wenge or very dark brown, because I don't have antiquing wax. So let's see. What we have done so far on this Narra bench was, so we have sanded it lightly and then painted it with this beige, and then sanded it again and applied whitewash. And after applying whitewash, I painted the carvings with gold. And then we waxed it with natural wax, it's transparent, and then buffed it. So it is very smooth, very smooth. But looking at it, it looks to me that it's kind of raw. I am trying to make it like the gold paint has been there forever, like it has become antique. So what I did with its table, I applied very dark wax. I don't have antiquing wax, so I am going to use a very dark wax. So that's what I did with the table. And I think that with the wax, I want to call it antiquing wax because it's very dark. It made this table like the carvings, the gilding. It's not floating anymore. And this is the cushion that I made. I would have wanted for the edges to be gently curving, but we cannot cut the very firm foam. So I'm going to look for ways to make this more curving. I use this fabric, which is a damask from Belgium. I hope that you enjoyed today's video and that you liked our finished product of the Narra bench with its coffee table. And this set will go to my IG store, Zoe Home Inspired Living. And there will be more projects on this kind of finish, but maybe the base color will be different, like light gray, like that, because I have more furniture to refinish. I would just like you to know that it's just so inspiring, so satisfying to do this furniture makeover. And also, I found it not very hard, not too taxing on my body because I am used to painting. So, yeah, uh, I look forward to doing more of this furniture makeovers. And I will see you in the next video. Thank you. God bless. Bye.